welcome back to my channel. Today is May the 19th, so happy birthday to my sister. In my time, it's May 19th, so happy birthday to my sister Claire. This is Box Fizz I'm having today. So, and also, you're probably noticing I'm experimenting with my eyes at the moment. But enough of that, let's get on. Today I'm going to do a film about anxiety, because I haven't done a film in about mental health in a little while at the moment, because I have been doing well up until about a couple of days ago, where I went right down into a slump. I'm not going to say what happened, not going to go into it and stuff like that, but I just went into a slump, wouldn't get out of bed, crying all the time. I'm having a lot of sessions where I'm uncontrollably crying for no apparent reason. I'm uncontrollably happy for no apparent reason, and everything's just out of whack. So, I'm going to read up on the, on what I got from the internet. I'm not sure let me get my phone here. I'm not sure what I used now, because it's been such a long time since I done this. So what one am I using? Looks like I'm using mentalhealth.gov. So I'm going to read out from my book a little bit about anxiety and a little bit about my experiences with anxiety, because I suffer with a lot of anxiety, and a lot of people don't know how, even the person having the anxiety, people on the receiving end having it, trying to deal with the person who's having the anxiety, really don't understand and don't know what the hell's going on until you get a full insight of what's going on in yourself. That's my opinion. If you've got a different opinion, then that's fine. So I'm just going to read out anxiety disorders, and it says here, people with anxiety disorders respond to certain objects, situations with fear or dread. They have physical reactions to the objects, such as rapid heartbeat, sweating, and anxiety is diagnosed if a person has had inappropriate response to a situation, cannot control their responses, has a way of dealing with life due to anxiety. Anxiety includes panic attacks and phobias, and I'll go into phobias in a minute. But with my anxiety, the fear and dread is real. I get kind of a tightness in my chest, then I go all hot and flush, then I start getting this pain of kind of a, how can I put this? It's a really weird feeling to go through. Like you're not part of this earth, and you're not, it's sort of like a slow moving kind of, slow moving but fast moving kind of footage going by kind of thing, and you're sort of like all tingly, and your hair, my hearing goes sometimes. It goes into, distorted it kind of goes like that. And I feel like also that I'm drowning. You know that Facebook picture where there's water and the person's just doing that? That's how it feels like. That's how it feels like. You've got all emotions coming up in one. You can't control it, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're gone. Some people cry with it. Some people get angry with it. Me, I'm a crier and I get angry. I find when I get like that and I'm gone. There's no coming back from it until I can calm down. And it will take me, and my husband will thingy this, it takes me about an hour or two to get out of with my anxiety. Still trying to figure out triggers for my anxiety. Sometimes I don't know what triggers them still yet, so I'm still trying to find that out. And sometimes when I do have a bit of anxiety, because I like doing my tarot readings, I sometimes, once I've calmed myself down, I do a tarot reading, or I try and meditate, or I go for a walk outside. And I do use crystals as well. So I'll get on that in a bit. It says panic attacks, panic disorders, which is stemmed into anxiety, and yes, I do have that. It's called a panic attack is caused, which is sudden feelings of terror for no reason. You may also feel physical symptoms like fast heartbeat. Yes, I've had that. Chest pains. After the fact, I've had chest pains. After I've worked myself up and brought myself back down again, is when I get chest pain. Breathing difficulties. Yes. As soon as I know I might get a bit of thingy, but I have to wear a mask for what's going on in the world today. I have to wear a mask 13 hours a day sometimes in the place that I work. And so for me now to wear a mask, and I'm running on my feet constantly, that 13-hour shift, if I can't catch my breath, I then physically go into anxiety mode. If I'm calm, collect, and I'm not rushing about, I'm fine with the mask on. As soon as I'm rushing about, I'm feeling sick, I'm feeling hot, I'm feeling sweaty. I just want to rip the mask off, you know. So I have to go and take about 5 minutes out of what I'm doing to take off my mask, try and get my breath back to normal, to then put the mask back on and repeat the cycle again. And dizziness, yes. I've been that dizzy with my anxiety to the point where I have nearly thought I was going to collapse. Even now, talking about it, I can feel the symptoms, but I know, because I'm becoming spiritual, I know there's nothing for me to fear, there's nothing for me to dread at the moment. Why am I feeling like this? This is not my feelings, it's because I'm talking about the feelings. I know that sounds a bit kind of, you know, but it says here, panic attacks can happen anytime, anywhere, without warning. They may live in fear of other attacks and may avoid places where you have had an attack. Some people fear takes over their lives and they cannot leave their homes. Well, I'm not that bad. I can actually leave my home. The kind of fear and dread I have is when I can't get things done in the timing that I need to get things done by. Now, I know that's a stupid thing. It's sort of like, I'm burned out. What the bloody hell are you talking about? Just, if you can't get it done, do it another day, which I'm trying to implement, which I'm trying to say to myself, you're being stupid, stop it, bring yourself back into alignment. Which sometimes works, sometimes don't. Also, I'm trying to learn to drive, which also fills me with anxiety. Because, yes, okay, I've been learning to drive for 20 years now, and the anxiety has got progressively worse. Once I'm in the car, driving, doing stuff like that, I'm fine. Getting in the car, if I'm the driver, getting in the car, I feel physically sick, I feel dizzy, my head swims, and personally me, I don't know what the trigger is for that. Something obviously has triggered me to do that, but personally I don't know why I do that. It's sort of like, it's a liberating thing, learning to drive and getting out there and feeling the freedom that you've got to go out and take yourself places. That should be an exciting time, but it fills me with absolute dread, fear, anxiety, panic attacks. It absolutely fills me. It's like a cup, it fills me up. However, I am getting better at coping with that now. I am getting better. So, yeah. There's little things I implement and have on me sometimes too. And the eye colours, you know, I said about the eye colours. There's reasons I do that now. That I'm experimenting with eye colours, and it is purely to try and deflect the anxiety off of me. But I'll get into that in a little while. I'll just finish off panic attacks and then I'll get back into what I'm trying to say. Panic attacks are more common in women than men. They usually start when people are young adults. Yes, and I'll get into that in a minute as well. It starts when the person is under a lot of stress. Most people get better with treatment. Therapy can show you how to recognise and change your thinking patterns with their lead to panic attack medications. Can also help. As I was saying, with treatment you can get over panic attacks. I know that breathing a bag used to help. Like I said, I go out for walks and stuff. I sometimes use a little something on me. I sometimes hold Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye, I don't know whether you can see that, my little beads. My little tiger eye beads. I sometimes hold these, and I sometimes have my smoky quartz. And they're supposed to deflect negative energies, fear, anxiety. They're supposed to deflect it off you. So I use them. Sometimes I use my black shungite to feel protected as well. And I will also use I will also use my, this is getting like a show and tell, this is. I will also use my fluorite crystal as well when I'm meditating, but I'll use that just there near my third eye chakra. Also, I'll use them in tarot readings, meditation, and stuff like that as well. I also have my sage that I burn. Hubby doesn't like it, but I'll try and sage myself outside unless I can't. If the wind's in the wrong place, forget it. And I know there's certain foods to avoid with anxiety as well. Also, with me, with anxiety, I find a lit fire helps me, or a burning candle helps me, whether it's scented or not. A burning candle, I can stare into a flame of a burning candle and it will help me. What else have we got here? Phobias. I have got a lot of phobias as well. So let's get into this. Phobia. A phobia is a type of anxiety. It is a strong, irrational fear of something that poses little or no actual danger. There are many significant phobias. Fear of heights. Okay, so I have a fear of heights. There's fear of heights. There's fear of animals, waters, tunnels, highways, blood. There's lots of fears and stuff like that. So I'll tell you a few of my height fears. I don't really have any fear of animals as such. I do. If there's an animal I don't like, I will turn around and walk away from it. It doesn't really give me anxiety. Water, unless I'm in really deep water and I'm struggling. No. Driving. I've just said driving. Tunnels, highways, sometimes. Blood. I don't actually... blood. I work in a place where there's lots of blood. Blood, not really, but I do get a little bit squeamish. But when it comes to heights and stuff like that, I do fear heights. I fear enclosed spaces as well. If I was to... How can I put this? I'll give you a story. There was one day my husband had to go in this building because he had to go and sign something. And it was a stairwell going up, yeah, but it was all glass, so looking on the outside. So I had to go up these stairs, and every time I got up, it got higher and higher, and every time it got higher and higher, I was finding it harder and harder to climb these steps. So yeah, I found it physically harder to climb those steps, to the point I was on my hands and knees of trying to climb these steps because I don't like heights. Also, when I used to be in school, the school that what I had iron, sort of like an iron kind of staircase. Well, where you hold on to go up the stairs. But if you looked over, you could see right down to the bottom, yeah, and as you went up, it got higher and higher. Well, as I was going up these things, because I up these stairs in my old school, and you could look and see right down to the bottom, it used to scare me. So I used to have to put my hand on the wall, and people run up and push me and stuff like that. It's scary. I mean, I know now that school teen angst, stuff like that. People grow up. People don't mean things. But when I went up these stairs, I didn't like it. I literally had to try and go up before any other person went up them, or I had to be the last one to go up them, until I got used to them. Being at a school 5 years and having that staircase, I got used to it in the end. If they changed it around, if I had to walk up them every day, I got used to it. Yeah. If they changed it around and then I had to walk down them, I was fine walking them down them. And then a couple of years later, changed it again where I had to walk up to them. I had to get all my energy to work up to not being afraid of them again. Claustrophobic. Don't like lifts, and that does stem from a story where I got trapped in a lift once. So don't like lifts, even though I have to go in a lift every single day in work. Great. Don't like lifts, hate sliding doors as well. Don't like sliding doors. And this reason stems from, and you're all going to laugh at this, I used to have a sliding door in my old house where I used to live. And if you slammed it, it would get stuck. So me being 2 or 3 years old, slammed this door and then couldn't get out the toilet, couldn't get out of the bathroom or the toilet. Didn't know how to get these hinges off. Didn't have the strength to get the hinges off so I could get through so my dad could fix the door again. So yeah, scared of sliding doors and getting trapped. That's what I'm scared of. So heights, sliding doors, lifts, I'm all scared of. However, if I see a massive spider just crawling across this floor, yeah, wouldn't bother me at all. And my husband will clarify this. If I had a massive spider crawling along this floor, I go, hey up, Fred or Fred Wiener. That's what I call spiders. You're paying rent. Because if you ain't paying rent, you can get out of your house. So, yeah, not afraid of spiders. Not afraid of spiders. I don't know what animals I really am frightened of. Probably mouses and rats. They make me a bit squeamish. Nothing like that. Tunnels don't make me squeamish. Unless I'm driving, highways and tunnels don't make me squeamish. Water makes me a little squeamish, depending on depth. And blood, sometimes, depending what I'm watching. I don't mind cleaning blood up and stuff like that, but yeah, so I'm a weird little vessel. People with phobias try and avoid what they are afraid of. They may experience panic attack and fear. So basically, anybody that can't avoid these fears will get panic and fear, rapid heart beat, trembling, a strong desire to get away. Yes, I have had that strong desire to get away. I just want to get out of the situation there and then. Treatment helps most people with phobias. Options include medication, therapy, or both. So that's based on anxieties. You've got some of my stories there on anxiety. I am working through my anxiety at my own pace. So, and I have got my hubby that helps me with that as well. Sometimes he can, sometimes he can't. It's just a game of struggling. Alright, I'm going to do a quote here that I heard from Spotify when I was on a run. And it's the British Army or Forces advert. And it says, "This is me failing. You never hear of anyone failing, but you're hearing me right now fail. I'm failing at doing YouTube right now. I'm failing at doing my runs right now. I'm failing at doing my car right now. I'm failing at living life right now, maybe." Right? However, this advert puts a positive on a negative. You may be failing. Nobody talks about failure. We always talk about, oh, well done, you done this. Well done, you done that. Nobody talks about failure. Yeah. However, in this advert, it says, fail, learn a lesson, win. So if you keep doing that constant cycle of failing, learning new lessons, winning, failing, learning new lessons, winning. So fail what you've got to fail, yeah? Learn a lesson from it so that when you do it next time, you already know what triggers you, which means then you can tweak it so that you can win at it. So I'm going to leave that with a little bit of positive attitude, saying we're going to win over fear of anxiety. Okay, I've learnt some lessons today. I hope you've learnt some lessons today. I hope people who are helping people with anxiety are learning from this today. And like I said, I am not trained in this. I am not professional in this. I am just giving what I've researched from internet and my personal anxiety stories that I've had. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe down below somewhere. Whenever the camera's facing me, I never know where to point. Is it that way or that way? I'm not sure. Anyway, subscribe to me if you like this, and click the notification button on all, and that will let you know when I'm uploaded for my next film. Also, if you like my tarot card readings, pop down the videos, and you can see my tarot readings as well. See you later, guys.